I'm all kinds of messed up. I woke up at 5:50 for this. 5:50 in the morning for this. I'm thinking episode 6, we coming back. We about to get into that action. I'm over here trying to stay awake. I'm like, what? This? This is what they gave us for episode 6? We got 2 episodes left. This is what we get. I got work. I'm supposed to be at work right now. It's 7:03. I'm supposed to be at work right now. I'm supposed to be at work, and I woke up early for this shit. This is what they gave us for the returning episode after a break that we didn't even need. All we got was yapping the whole fucking episode. We didn't figure out nothing this week. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm Modai J. This is the first reaction, but I gotta be honest. I'm gonna have to go to work and rewatch this and try to find some interest, trying to drum up some goddamn content. I woke up at 5:50 in the morning for this. We straight killers, Joe. Man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Y'all go ahead and rate the episode. I'm giving this shit right now. I'm giving it a 6.5 or 7. I'm giving it a 6.5 or 7. I'm giving this a 6.5 or 7. All the episodes this season were better than this episode. I'm just gonna be real. All the episodes this season is better than this episode. Dude, we got 3 episodes left, and all we get was talking. Kanan get a new car. Kanan tried to save Jarita, and she now I gotta look at Jarita as Jarita tried to set Kanan up. She knew good and goddamn well Flossie wasn't about to just be in there chilling. Flossie had that Thule waiting for that nigga Kanan. Kanan come with your business, brother. This is my motherfucker. Shut up, nigga. Kanan catching senseless bodies, man. We just saying it's a little fucked up out here. We scared. Anyone unscared? We gonna unscare them. You shook? We gonna shook you. Shut up, Kanan. Hazem did the right thing. Cut Rock off. Cut her off. Cut her off. I told y'all. Every time we get Rock, we always back to square one. Nothing. Nothing. Nada. She ain't getting Nathan. Captain over there getting rid of himself. Now, we're not joking around with suicide. If you need help at the end of that suicide over here, we go talk about that shit. This nigga over here retiring. This nigga scared. You know what I mean? This nigga scared. He over there. Garcia, you done fucked up my ceremony. He said, shut the fuck up, Captain. Get yourself out of here. Nigga went out the same way that Bert did. Man. Breeze is sitting outside, also just watching Hazard, following them, trailing them. I'm like, what? I'm thinking eventually we're gonna get to some action. There's a whole shindig, a whole powwow with Marvin, Amber, Jukebox. Oh, my girls are so happy. Who the fuck is letting this little white girl go off with these niggas every week? How is this white girl going with these niggas every single week? Who is off the roster? Who is saying, hey, little white girl, it's okay. Go hang out with this dope dealing black guy with all the gold chains on, with this girl with the two braids that look like she ain't changed her clothes in 4 episodes. Who is letting this little white girl out here like this? I don't want you to go anywhere, Uncle Marvin. I love you, Uncle Marvin. Don't worry, Amber. I'ma hold his hand across that street. Man, shut the fuck up. Shoot this little motherfucker. Get this motherfucker out of here. We don't care. We don't care. Garcia came back with the stack. Garcia came back with the bag. Like, I can't do this shit no more. There's too many niggas on the payroll. And you know what I say. If you on the payroll, do as I say so. If you own the payroll, Garcia, you do as I say so, nigga. We don't want to hear you talking. Hey, the 1804 show. What up, brother? Chapter 2, 440 gems. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know what the gem stuff is on YouTube, but I guess it's like it's like some kind of currency. But hey, shout out to the 1804 show. You know what I'm saying? But if you own the payroll, Garcia, do as I say so. That nigga over there, they in the backyard with it too. They ain't discreet. They ain't they ain't in a hidden room or nothing. He's sitting outside in front of the fire, man. It's snaps and pops, man. I ain't know they were gonna do anything with that, but I gave them a bone. Nigga, these are some old ass gangsters. What you mean you didn't know what they was gonna do with that information, nigga? They were gonna do just like this nigga Lewis Caleb Thomas, nigga. They were gonna put this nigga on a shirt, nigga. It's 1993. That means Kanan is 17 years old. I don't want to hear Kanan is 18 years old, Mo. It's 1993. Kanan's birthday is August 15, 1975. This is the springtime. This is early 93. Kanan is still 17. Unless they saying that this is after Kanan turned 18 and this is in the fall. But I'm presuming that this is early 93 when Lou got killed. Because we ain't seen them niggas wear shorts one time. It's been winter the whole 5 seasons. We ain't seen nobody in short sleeve shirts. It's been winter for 5 years on this show. Then we got therapy sessions. Man, we don't want to see Rock in therapy. We don't give a fuck about Rock in therapy. We don't want to see her in therapy. We don't want to see her and Lou sitting down talking about it was an accident, Lou. He didn't mean it. Now you remember when we took Lou, he thought we was gonna put him down. Why did Lou think they was gonna put him down? Because you can't trust Rock. Yeah, it's way too late for her to change. What is any therapist gonna tell Rock that she's gonna be like, you know what, you right. Let me change my ways. Man, nothing. Famous died 17 years ago. His mama just now showing up bringing some clothes. Man, this nigga Kanan at age 17 years since goddamn Famous died. We don't want them old ass clothes. Keep that shit. A box of clothes. Kanan is a dope boy. All right. We change drawers every single day. We get new clothes every single day. We ain't living like Famous was living, Miss Olga. No, we're not living like we get money. You see the house that we live in, man. You can just keep all that stuff. We don't even want this shit. I'm a real dope boy. I'm a trapper. They done brought over a box of clothes, man. This storyline has been dead. We don't need to see this nigga Famous, his mom. That nigga in the dirt, rotten, stinking. I'm like, what? Bringing over a box of clothes? Man, if you don't get that bullshit out of here, them niggas ain't lived with goddamn Famous's mom for 4 seasons. They was over there for like 2 weeks before Famous moved out because she kicked them out. Why are we bringing clothes over here? Then they bringing up Jessica, who's in LA, fucking the Los Angeles Lakers, doing everything that her heart's desire. Well, Lulu could have been with her. She said that Lulu looked up to her. Why the fuck are you talking to your mom about Lulu looking up to Rock? Who gives a shit? We could have got rid of that whole scene. We don't give a fuck about Famous. We don't give a fuck about Famous's mom. Get that shit out of here. I'm looking at this like, dude, when we gonna get to some motherfucking realness? When we gonna get into the streets? I'm like, man, I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, God damn, it's 6:15 in the morning. Ain't nothing happened. It's 6:25 in the morning. Ain't nothing happened. It's 6:35 in the morning. Ain't nothing happened. I'm like, God damn. We don't get no action till Kanan come over there and everybody they scared. Marvin and kicked the this nigga Marvin and kicked the door in with a shotgun and then left. Niggas in there scared as hell. Fucking Stefano and Breeze eating baguettes. I'm not telling you how you should run your business. I'm just saying. Like, nigga, what? Nah, there ain't no empathy here. Overall, though, I mean, obviously we need to start closing up storylines. So that's why this episode is like that. That just means episode 7 and 8, we got to go straight to it. We got to get Marvin out of here. We got to get Rock out of here. We got to figure out Stefano. We got to figure out Hazov. Well, they already on that nigga's ass, but they got his homeboy. Who's that? Oh, Snaps and Pops. Garcia is probably gonna still be around. They might kill him. Well, he's legit now, so he's gonna be the one to probably convince Juke eventually to go over. Yeah, like, why do we have Marvin kick the door in? Can anyone explain? I mean, we're gonna talk about that tonight. Make sure y'all tune in tonight. We're gonna have on the clock where we talk about shit, the 4 characters that are left. What we got? Rock, Marvin, Juke, Kanan, and Breeze. So we only got like 5 characters, but a lot of the story is really there really ain't not much to talk about this episode, to be honest. What significant happened besides Rock losing the connect? And if Rock lost that connect, that means Rock ain't got no money. And if Rock ain't got no money, that means Pino ain't got no money. And that means Flossie ain't fucking with Rock because she found out Kanan is the son. So Rock is really assed out here. What about the Italians? Hmm. Which ones though, Pino or Stefano? Because I mean, you got Stefano saying he'll handle Pino, but I guess everybody's gonna turn against Rock at this point, though, right? You know what I mean? What would be? There's nothing beneficial to Pino for working with Rock if she ain't got. if she ain't got no work, she ain't got no money. So her and Pino, that business is pretty much done. Hmm. That is interesting. All right, what we got? 70 people in here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's the first reaction, episode 6. Obviously, I gotta get my rants out the way. The episode was decent. I will say that. It was, in my opinion, one of the weakest episodes out the season, but it's necessary to keep the storyline going, which leads us up to snaps and pops. They're potentially about to get set up. We know Pino's gonna have to make a decision. Is he still gonna work with Rock? Is him and Stefano gonna go at it? Flossie, is she gonna continue to work with Rock now that she found out that Kanan is her son? Um, Breeze pretty much got Kanan off of going at Marvin and Rock. So I mean, that's where we're at this point. You know what I mean? We don't really have much of a storyline going forward. You know what I mean? It's kind of like we bottleneck and we write like there's only 2 or 3 things that we can actually do going into the next episode. Take out snaps and pops on behalf of Breeze. I mean, not on behalf of Breeze, but on behalf of Famous, which if they take out snaps and pops, which will be good because Breeze and Stefano have a stronger connection. We take out snaps and pops. We no longer need their money. Now we got Hazard and we got the big supply coming in with Stefano backing us with the money. So we could get rid of snaps and pops, which allows them to work directly with Hazard and then continue to move their pills on the side. So that'll be easy to get rid of snaps and pops. But then other than that, what? If Garcia looks into the Amber case and gets them off of Marvin, Marvin's still alive, but that means Marvin would have to die. Oh yeah, if that rug wasn't new, nah. Breeze got Kanan. He got him a Camaro. Oh, there's a Firebird. I couldn't tell with the body kit on there. It was nice though. But can we be can we be real though? Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you was expecting more for this returning episode. Put a 2 in the chat if it was smooth, you know what I'm saying? It was straight, you know what I'm saying? Or 3 if it's like, damn, that's it. I woke up early too. I woke up at 5:50. I was like, man, Mo, get up. We're gonna do a first reaction. It's tough, man. It's tough, man. That means 7 and 8. These niggas gotta come out. I need to see grenades or something. What up, Erica? I I need to see grenades or something. Episode 7. I need to see Rock slapping a nigga or something. We gotta pick it up, guys. I won't I won't be able to do a first reaction for episode 7, but the finale, I'm gonna make sure I do a first reaction for the finale. I don't think it's really that I wanted a lot of action. I mean, of course, I love action, but I was expecting them to be pushing the story more. You know what I mean? We could have talked to Captain a couple of episodes ago. You know, instead of giving us this whole Captain coming over to the house, we could have went and talked to Captain like episode 4, and then came to the retirement. We go outside, he do that. We get that over with. We could have already been on Snaps and Pops ass this episode. They had that guilty conscience too. Somebody might get car bombed next episode, but who would do that though? Like, who is equipped to do that besides the mob? I don't want to see Kanan and Breeze setting up no car bomb. Marvin for damn show can't set up no car bomb. You know what I mean? What's up, Rashonda? Jay Reed said they showing Kanan as a killer now. Well, that is right after Breeze told him you ain't scared of nothing. And remember, Breeze told him in this scene here, he's like, man, you probably need to lay low, man. People can start sensing that weakness. Kanan's like, man, I ain't scared of nobody. All right, Kanan, we gonna see, nigga. We gonna see, Kanan. All right, out of Breeze, I say Breeze and Rock did the most here. Out of Breeze and Rock, just in this episode only, who is actually moving the needle? Because it looks like the easy winner is Breeze because Breeze went over to Stefano, and Breeze is actually talking to Stefano and filling Stefano in with like what's going on in the street. So I think I think Stefano really got a liking to Breeze. You see when they was over there, he was like on the nigga's shoulder, like, yeah, you see that Breeze? We get it. We gotta connect, nigga. We gotta connect. We gotta connect, Breeze. We gotta change the whole board tonight. We gotta change the whole board tonight because Isaac, he's going over here. Flossie, she going over here. Pino, he'll stay here until we figure out. Jukebox and Garcia. Garcia gets removed off of the board. Taz is out of here. We need to X his ass out. It's really just these two, Rock and Marvin left. It's just these two left. We went from an empire to a shelter. We went from an empire to a shelter. These only two left, and Buckley and Roland, they had nothing to do with nothing. So we got to remove these niggas from Rock's side. Snaps and Pops, they probably gonna get X'd off, but we don't know nothing about them at the minute. But Haza moves over here next to Stefano as our number one plug. Flossie and Kanan, we're gonna see what the hell they talk about because she might be the one that could backdoor Marvin because Breeze told him we got to be strategic. So that means if we talk to Flossie, Flossie's gonna be upset with Rock. Flossie upset with Rock, met Kanan, figured out Rock just lost the connect, can't pay Pino, lost all the girls and Jarita. Flossie could set Marvin up. Flossie could have Marvin come through and Kanan. That's what we need to do. That's what we need. We need to have Kanan take out both the uncles. Yeah, that's what we want. That's what we want. We need Kanan to go take out Marvin too. Mr. Colburn, if I'm Breeze, Stefano still can't be trusted. I don't think Breeze trusts him, but it's his business partner. And it's at this moment, hey, we working together. We got to do what we got to do. But he's probably still watching them. It doesn't seem like Breeze until we get to ghosting them. It don't seem like Breeze is really taking anybody lightly. He's just looking at it and going as it comes. Yeah, I believe Flossie likes Marvin, but at the same time, if Marvin is Rock's brother, Kanan did the robbing. Marvin, you're just as guilty. You know what I mean? Marvin's just as guilty as Rock because he didn't divulge that Kanan was his nephew or Rock's son when they were getting robbed. So in my book, it's like shit, both of y'all guilty. I don't know, man. I'll say this: they have it to where we don't know what's going to happen next, and that's always a good thing. I know I really haven't been doing too many predictions. I just been making videos talking about a specific incident, but that's what I like when you can't really make a prediction. You know what I mean? If I can't make a prediction, that means it's good. If I can make predictions and it's too predictable, then it's like, you can see that happening. Now I didn't expect Kanan to come in here and shoot him. From when we were seeing these clips, I won't even say clips. When we were seeing like the still images throughout the week, not once did I think Kanan was gonna come in here and shoot one of these dudes. I was thinking Marvin was gonna shoot somebody in the apartment. What's up, Zay? No, I don't want Kanan to unalive another family member. I want Kanan to unalive those that may have done him wrong. See, an eye for an ass whooping for an ass whooping. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? The way I was brought up, if a nigga whoop your ass, you go whoop their ass. See, episode 1 of season 1, Rock taught us, don't be no hoe ass nigga now. If a nigga whoop your ass, go get that get back. So we need Kanan to go get some get back. And whether that's taking out Rock, whether that's taking out Uncle Marvin. Uncle Marvin, I thought you was a bigger gangster than me. I'm my motherfucker gangster to you, Uncle Marvin. My crew, they was scared, but now they unscared, Uncle Marvin. And if they shook, they gonna be unshook. Cause when they fucking with me and breathe, they're gonna have to be able to be in these streets. Cause I don't want no scared niggas with me, okay? I don't want no scared niggas. Yo, niggas should be on here moving to work. All right, Kanan, okay. Pow, pow, pow. Like, goddamn. Look, Kanan, I came to take a water break, Kanan. I didn't know that these niggas was gonna be scared. I never said I was scared, Kanan. I came in because they said we were gonna have a pizza party. There was gonna be some pizza, some Dr. Pepper, some water, some of that orange stuff. And I just came in for a water break, Kanan. I was just about to go back and hit the block. I don't know what these Negroes are doing sitting around, but I wasn't there. When Marvin kicked in the door, Kanan, I wasn't there. I wasn't scared. You know, I would have up fire on that nigga. I don't care if it is your uncle. I thought he was trying to rob us. But I wasn't there, Kanan. I wasn't scared. You know me, Kanan. You know I keep the toolie on me. You know I'm fixing to do something bad to these niggas, right? Yeah, Kanan, I wasn't there. I wasn't scared. But these niggas, he's scared. Hell yeah. Man, you got it. After you seen that nigga, after you seen him shoot them, yeah, y'all nigga. Hey, Kane, you right, man. Hey, y'all get y'all lazy asses up, man. I ain't never seen no scary ass nigga like where I grew up at. Where I grew up just across 110th Street. Things are trying to catch that's weak. I grew up across 110th Street, Kane. I ain't scared. These niggas scared. I gotta get that for the soundboard tonight from Juice. This nigga scared. I gotta get that because these niggas are scared. They was shook. This nigga talking about Kanan. It looks a little fucked up out there. Man, shut the fuck up. That's why whenever I go to meetings, Mo, you got anything? I ain't got nothing. I don't do no talking because there ain't no reason to shoot me. I ain't gonna say nothing wrong. If I got something to say, I'm gonna wait and go talk to my boss or my boss's boss one-on-one. I'm not talking in front of the whole group so someone else can call me out on my bullshit. Hell no. We was scared, man. We was at the house. The nigga kicked in the door. We was scared. Hell no. I'm not saying that in front of the crew. If anything, I'm talking to Kanan like them niggas was scared, Kanan. You should have seen me, nigga. This is how it was, Kanan. When that nigga Marvin came in the crib, you know, they over there sitting down and shit. I'm always on my feet. That's why when Marvin came in, I wasn't scared because I already knew what it was. You know, I heard that shock and I had my shit ready. I was like, damn, but I ain't gonna kill this nigga because it's your uncle. And I was like, if anybody gonna take out your uncle, it's gonna be you. You know, I heard about Lou. Now I'm not saying you had anything to do with it. I'm just saying like they got your uncle. I know you trying to get that revenge. Cause I chased that nigga. You remember that nigga Unique used to be running around the block, Kadeem? That nigga? Yeah, I chased that nigga off the block. Remember, I seen him, Kane. I told that nigga, I said, you get the fuck out of here, nigga, for Kane to come and get you, nigga. Yeah, but when Marvin came in anyway, I was talking to them niggas. I was like, man, I got so many hoes, nigga. I got too many hoes on my dick. Kane, we getting all this money. Cause you know, I'm moving the big, I'm Kane, for real. What my numbers look like last month? I moved 10 packs last month. I'm like that, Kanan. So you want to keep me around. But yeah, them niggas are scared. Marvin came in, they all scared, holding their hands up and shit. Oh boy, boo-booed on himself. The nigga you just shot, he boo-booed on himself over there. Yeah. I was like, man, y'all niggas are scary. And I went back on the block, Kanan, because I knew, like, man, there ain't no timeout breaks. You know what I mean, Kanan? You kind of feeling where I'm coming from? It's like the dope game. So it's like, what are we taking breaks for? What are we scared for? Then we dope boy. So I don't know what they were scared for, Kanan. Give me the gun. Look, give me the gun. Fire, fire. Put an extra shot into him. Like, hey, Kanan, you see, I'm with you, nigga. I ain't scared. Fuck this shit. Yeah, I was. They got cash and loans on the wall. Then these niggas had that powwow out back. Garcia's like, what? Naps and pops. What did Captain really think? Let's just be real right now. Captain knew Snaps and Pops were doing anything they could to go at Rock. He says he did not know that Snaps and Pops were going to do what they did to Famous, but he threw them a bone because they knew Famous hung with Rock's son, Kanan. What did you think these gangsters were going to do with that information? Just let this nigga Famous just walk around? Like, hey, Famous, hey, can we talk to you, kid? Hey, come here. Hey, how's everything? How do you know Rock? Are you real close with Rock? That's why the nigga killed himself. That nigga knew he was in over his head. He was gonna get tied into all that. Now I want to know how much money he got though, because he said in this business, you got to know somebody. You got to give up some information to get some information, which that's exactly what Garcia is doing. That's where Garcia's guilty conscience came in. Like, hell no, I got to turn that money back in. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. Between me and y'all, don't judge me, but judge me. I would have spent that money. Where all my scamming ass niggas at? Spending that money back. As soon as you gave me that money, there would have been signs. There would have been signs. You would have seen a rollie on the arm. Family still would have been in poverty, hungry, starving. The guy that had me a nice little watch. Car would have been fixed up. That money that Juke gave, that money would have been gone. I would have told Juke, I'm not doing this no more. I ain't giving the money back, but I ain't doing this no more. We done. You ain't give me nothing, and I ain't tell you nothing. That's exactly how it's gonna be. And if you do anything, say anything, Juke, I promise you, this fofo make sure you don't grow. But yeah, I would have been there spent that money. Fuck that shit. You think I'm about to sit around with 5,000 in my pocket just letting it burn? And it was a little more than 5 because Uncle Marvin paid the other half. So let's just say it was 15, maybe 20. But in that little thing, it's probably about a 10 piece, 10, 15. But yeah, I would have spent that money by now, man. I'm sorry. If I'm doing some illegal shit, I'm getting rid of that money as fast as it coming in. That's the way it is. If I'm a dope boy, I ain't got time to be saving up. If I'm moving bricks, I ain't got time to be saving up for the re-up, nigga. I'm spending right now. It ain't no re-up. It's we up. You know what I mean? I just sold that whole pack. I gave to Connect what I got, nigga. We up, nigga. I'm spending that motherfucking money. I'm not letting that shit just sit, nigga. I got a family to feed. I got a side chick that I gotta go take out. I got shit to do. You know what I mean? Gas expensive as a motherfucker. It's about 93 cents right now. It went up from 84 cents 2 weeks ago. It's 93 cents right now. I'm spending that motherfucking money. The hell they talking about? Juke, here's that money. I can't do nothing with it. Shit, you a lie. Juke, I need more money. I got some valuable information. Matter of fact, right now, Juke, you need to come up with 25,000. I give you the information of who took out this nigga Famous and why they did it. And I give that information right now. But call your bitch ass daddy. Tell that nigga to bring 25 bands down here if y'all want this information. Cause I can tell y'all what's really going on. I can tell y'all who's been trying to backdoor y'all, who's really coming at y'all, where y'all can set them up, how they did it, and who they took out. Because you got $25,000, I got 25,000 ways of spending that shit. So go get 25,000. I give you this last valuable information, Juke, and then we can go our separate ways. And I won't be on you or on your daddy if you keep your head clean. But guess what? I don't care if you do or not. You out that case for your daddy that you want me to go look into, because that favor is gonna cost. That ain't no free favor. No, 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 no. We can do 30,000 cash right now, or we can do 15 up front and 25 on the back end. But if you bring 30,000 within the next hour, we'll go through everything right now. Right now, I'm telling you everything. I got files, I got cases, I got everything. Detective Howard, I'm not sure if you know that was your brother's daddy, Kanan. But yeah, I know about that. I know who took out Famous. I know who took out Crystal. I know about the Dirty Cops. I can go get the Dirty Cops name for an extra 5,000. If you really want to do it, you make it an even 50. I'll solve every case in the Power universe for an even 50, but you got to have it within the next 58 minutes. Time's a ticking, Chuck. What you want to do? Ain't no more favors, baby girl. You in the real world now. You come up with 50, I'll solve every case. I'll even tell you who took out Sam the Junkie. You want to find out who killed Detective Burke? Because I heard that she unalived herself, but I can tell you the real truth if you really want to know. Also, I'll tell you who took out Scrap. You remember Scrap, One Eye Bandit? I'll tell you who killed that nigga too. $50,000 in the next 56 minutes. I got you. But ain't no more favors. No, Juke. It's 50 bands. Or you could do the 30 right now, and I tell you who took out Famous. What you want to do? 50 or 30? What we want to do? Everything for 50 or 30 for who took out Famous? What you want to do? The agent said bills would have paid up 3 months. Shit, man. Look, let me tell y'all something. Y'all lucky I wasn't a teenager in the 90s. You know, well, wait, when did I turn a teenager? Well, I was a teenager in the late 90s. Yeah, I wasn't a teenager to 98, but if I was an adult in the 90s, man, I would have took that 25, 30,000 that they gave Detective Garcia, and I would have been and left my family. Wife and kids would have been struggling in that house. I would have been gone. There wasn't no screen door on there. I'd have been living lavish. I'd have been next door neighbors to Kanan. I would have been living next door to Kanan in the high rise on the east side. Man, I would have been living next to Breeze. Now I would have been living good. I'd have been telling Jukebox, you gonna have to come up a little more than that. My rent, my rent is 600 a month. You gonna have to come up with a little more than that, a little more fettuccine. My rent is 600 a month, Juke. The little shit you paying me, that's for like a 1-bedroom apartment for 275. I need my apartment is 600. I live in a condo, a condominium, if you didn't know. Not a condom, a condo. A DO. You know what I'm saying? I live in a condominium. 15th floor, baby. 650 a month. Electricity included. Yeah, heating included, water included. You got to come up off that. My wife calling, oh, Detective Garcia, please come home. The babies is hungry. Get a fucking job and get the fuck off my line. What are you talking about?
In case of 5-month-old Jemiah, Julius, you are not the father.
In the 90s, being a deadbeat was like the best thing ever. You know what I mean? Shit. Hell, half the season, Marvin was a deadbeat. Malcolm Howard is a deadbeat. So it's like being a deadbeat in the Power universe is a badge of honor. So shit, man, you have to come up with a little more money than that, though. But in all fairness, though, we did think that Garcia was going to be dirty. Well, he was technically dirty, but he was a temporary dirty. Garcia was dirty enough that he could wash his hands. You know what I mean? He was dirty enough that he could wash his hands. He wasn't engulfed by mud. You know what I mean? So Garcia, he's legit right now. We'll see how long that lasts if Jukebox don't eventually take him out because he does know too much. So that could be who she's taking out. But we definitely gonna see. But I do gotta head on into work, man. It's 7:40. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm Mo.J. This is the first reaction. I'm a rewatch the episode. I give it a, to me, this was the weakest episode of the season. Not saying it wasn't, that's what a lot of people don't get. I'm not saying it was a bad episode. I'm just saying compared to its peers, it was the weaker episode of the season. Even episode 1 and 2 were better than this to me. We did get some information, but I gave it a 6.5, maybe a 7. I'll rewatch it when I actually wake all the way up. But y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're gonna get on out of here tonight. We will be going live. We will be talking about, I'm gonna probably do it 6 p.m. Eastern. 6 p.m. Eastern, we're gonna go live because remember, there's only 4 or 5 characters: Rock, Marvin, Kanan, Juke, and Breeze. Garcia's story is pretty much tied into Juke's. So it's gonna be real short as far as the characters go, but I'll try to entertain you guys and come up with some stories off of it. I'm gonna rewatch it and see what I can come up with. But again, I just do it off the top of the head, so it really doesn't matter. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 60,000 subscribers. We do have Fightland coming out. What was that, next weekend? So we'll have 2 episodes. Episode 1 of Fightland and episode 7 of Raising Kanan. I think that's next weekend. What is it today? The 20. Yeah, that'll be next weekend. We'll be doing Raising Kanan first, and then maybe Saturday night I'll probably do the Fightland. We'll see how it plays out. But can I go live earlier? Like what, tonight? If I do, the earliest I'll go live is probably about 10 my time, 10, 11. Probably 11, because that'll be 5 p.m. Eastern. That'll probably be the earliest I go. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. Yeah, I could probably go 11. 11 to 3 would be about 4 hours. Yeah. Yeah, so tune in tonight. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is Raising Kanan, episode 6, first reaction. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I do wake up early to watch these with y'all.
We straight killers, Joe.
And RIP to Lou, man. It's 1993. In August, whenever the summer comes, Kanan will turn 18. So we shall see, man. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm about to get up out of here.
You can rap, but you can't hide.